Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo and I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. In today's Minecraft video, we have a brand new beta for Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version. This is the version 1.17.30.23, now available for Android, Windows 10 and Xbox. Here is the official tweet coming from J Wells, Megaspud, Community Manager. Happy Wednesday. In today's Minecraft Bedrock beta, we are adding some exciting new world generation features that have been tested out in the Java snapshots. Check out the details here. If you want the changelog, it is down below. But he did follow that tweet with this. PSA, we are expecting performance to be a bit less than ideal in this beta, but we have some fixes in the works. You can tell us how the game runs for you when using these experimental features by filling out this short survey. So if you're on outdated devices, even if you're not on outdated devices, you will be expecting some lag and crashes. So welcome back. Today is a good day. Finally, Minecraft Bedrock Edition is starting to get some more changes like Java to the cave generations and the overall terrain generations. Has it always said dressing room down here? Now remember in last week's beta, I shared with you the changes here. So this is like your character skin. In here is the ability for the character creator. Going down is your own skins and get more. In here is your emotes, and then on the bottom is your capes. There's actually another change that I missed, and that's to do in the marketplace as well. So this was introduced last week. It is another UI change. So you got this one, the ability to, I don't know, editor worlds, textures. I think it's still a work in progress, so it's not final, but they are slowly and finally starting to do some changes to the overall UI of Minecraft Bedrock. If you plan on checking out the latest beta and you want to see these new features in action, gotta play, gotta create brand new, create new world, and make sure you have the experimental toggles enabled, specifically the top one. But whenever I'm checking out like experiments, I just enable all of them. Then you're good to go. As always, if you do enjoy my beta videos, please be sure to leave a like. There is a lot of changes to go through in today's video, and I'm going to make it my job to make it easy for you to understand them. Getting into the caves and cliffs experimental features, multi-noise world generation. So these have been tested recently on Minecraft Java and have now made their way to Minecraft Bedrock. The first change that we have here, new and improved terrain and biome generation algorithm that creates more natural terrain and biome transitions. So this is to do with going from one biome to another. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this has always been a thing, but if you look at the green on this grass block right here, and as we head towards a colder one, do you see how they start to change color and get darker as we enter like a coldish biome? Like, look at the difference, right? Look at the huge differences. Look at the one in my hand, and then look at this one right here. So I'm not entirely sure if that's something that they have changed, but I know they have changed to make it easier from going from like a snowy biome to a plains. The transition so much easier and so much more natural and smoother. For example, going to like a little bit of a forest or a beach or a desert. So that is one of the changes. Now, you might not notice a huge difference straight away, and this stuff is still not fully complete, but that is the first change. Moving on, improved surface decoration that detects the difference between blocks are generated underwater and underground. Now, this is one of two parts here. So in the previous terrain for Minecraft Bedrock, you know this area over here. You see this? See this huge cave system that I went ahead and found for you all? You see how this is not now always covered in water. So this is to do with caves being caves and not always filled with water. Previously, the water would go all the way to like this level. So the game is now smart enough to now detect if water should be water or if a cave should now be a cave. But that does not mean that you will not see huge caves filled with water. it will still be possible. It's just not always going to happen the way it previously did. Oh, there's that little glowy squid. I believe it's also to do with fixing a bug that caused oceans to generate with stone instead of gravel. The next one introduces large ore veins to world generation, adding more strategy to mining. Now, let me explain this to you because I still think this is insane for the next update. So in Minecraft, in some cases, you would find couple of coal pieces like this and you'd be pretty happy, and in some cases you'd think that's a lot. Well, in 1.18 you're gonna find coal in abundance of like up to 20, 30, 40 pieces in one single vein. Just to give you an example, Phoenix, yes, that Minecraft YouTuber, he actually found an iron vein that had 200 ores linked together. So basically, you're going to go from finding like 4 or 5 in a bunch to finding like 20, 30, or even 40. This plus Fortune 3 and the ability to now get the ores in raw form, I think is insane. So you're going to see ores more common. Now, ore distribution is not final. That's why you can literally see ores all next to each other. They haven't implemented the latest ore generation on Minecraft Bedrock. So everything is still all over the place at this moment. And to be honest with you though, I've been doing a little bit of digging down here, and the ores in these so-called huge ore veins, they've really not been that common. And I still think Bedrock still has the old generation in terms of ores, not the new stuff. Let's try these. 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems regular to me. 1, 2, 3, 4 seems regular to me. So, yeah, you're meant to get huge veins. Oh, nope, you're meant to get huge veins. I don't think it's working correctly yet. Introduces Noodle caves to world generation, creating small pathways between bigger caves. Now, unfortunately, on Minecraft Bedrock, we don't have spectator mode, so I'm not able to show you. But it's all good. I have a Minecraft Java picture for you, showing you what this means. Feast your eyes upon the Noodle caves. These are like obviously really long and thin caves. These are to make traversing from one location to another. For example, going from a smaller cave, then through a Noodle cave, and then to a bigger cave. This is the way it is on Minecraft Java Edition. Introduces the possibility of dry cave entrances that make it easier to access the new cave noise. So again, this is linked to the previous one I showed you before, to do with this previously, of course, would have been totally filled with water. You could still get down there, but it would be filled with water. But it doesn't stop the fact that you are still able to get water caves like this one. So I like that change. And again, it's still a work in progress. I have absolutely no idea about this change. Introduces a new algorithm that finds suitable spawn positions closer to origin. Honestly, half of this stuff, I had to ask the community about it because it was incredibly vague on the changelog. They didn't really explain in great detail the differences between the old generation and the new one like they do on Java. So I apologize with this one. If anybody has any idea, let me know in the comment section. And then the last one here is added logic to save and load subchunks by absolute Y index to support data-driven dimension height ranges. Again, a little bit too technical for me, but those are the latest caves and cliffs changes. Let's get into bug fixes, parity, and tweaks. Non-experimental features and bug fixes, starting off with gameplay. Campfires and soul campfires now stack in the inventory. Previously, they didn't stack and they were bugged, but you're now able to stack these in chests, in your inventory. That's been fixed. Next one, candles now drop when the candle cake is pushed by a piston. So we've got candles. Now, it's a really weird one, this one. Candles now drop when candle cake is pushed by a piston. So at the moment, right, you can still use a piston to push the candle. Even a sticky one right here. They don't drop at all. On the bug report, the person showed this and they were meant to drop. Let me show you. So I feel like the developers have misread this. Candles doesn't pop off when pushed by a piston. And I'm showing you exactly what he's showing you. And that is flicking a lever. obviously pushes a piston with pushes the candles with a piston or a sticky piston, and retracts it with this one. So yeah, I think they've misread this. So looking at this, it's to do with a cake candle. Push, then it breaks. You lose your cake though, that's kind of sad. So yeah, they still haven't fixed this, but they have fixed this, even though that was not the reported bug. Strange. Pretty good change. Collecting fish or axolotl no longer immediately releases them. So we probably all experienced this bug, this problem. You know when you have, like, let's just grab ourselves a bucket of water. We'll grab maybe a couple of these actually. We'll go 1 and 2 and 3. Whenever you've been in the ocean and you've been trying to pick up these things, you pick it up, right? And then it would instantly place it back down, right? And then you have to pick it up again. It's just so annoying. Same for axolotls. You'd be like, quick, axolotl, pick it up. But sometimes it would automatically place it back down. Yeah, feast, axolotl. That's what's been fixed. Collecting fish with a bucket places them immediately after. So, this was reported on the 7th of April 2019. It's been around a long time, but they finally fixed it. So that's good news. Renamed structure blocks will no longer have the incorrect data mode on creation. Naming a structure block in an anvil and placing it changes it to data mode. It says, if you rename a structure block in an anvil, then place it, it will switch itself to data mode, which isn't even implemented in Bedrock Edition. You are able to switch it out of data mode, but once switched out, you can't switch it back. And he did post this picture, and this is what it looked like. Fall damage is no longer applied when falling into scaffolding. So as you know, in Minecraft, if we go to game mode creative, we're still in creative. If we go to game mode S, pretty obvious, we take fall damage. Well, get on top of this, right? We're going to go to creative. We're going to go up. We're going to go back to game mode S. We shouldn't take damage, and we take no damage at all. Let's go higher. Let's go higher with this. So we're currently at, let's go to 100 blocks high, right? We'll go down by 1. We'll go to survival, 3, 2, 1. We take no damage at all. So this is another safety net for you. Fixed missing rightmost outline pixel on signs when using a specific, like, you know, the squiggly line for colored text for wide letters and glow ink sac. Like this one. Hello, YouTube. Like the video. Thank you. Here's what it would look like. You'd be missing this right-hand side. So that's now been fixed with the glowing signs. The Thorns enchantment now does knockback to mobs. Here is the Minecraft Java behavior. If they hit you, they get knocked slightly back. Well, previously on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, until this update today, this is what it would look like for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. They would just keep hitting you. They would take damage, yes, but they would still not take any knockback. Let's just do a test. We have Thorns on all of these. Let's place down this. They now take knockback effect. So yeah, they will hit you, you'll get knocked back, but they will also now get knocked back. This is something that they also didn't explain. Tweaked Iron Golem spawning logic to better match Java Edition. Like, myself and everybody on Twitter is like, you didn't even explain it. They don't crack, so it's not that behavior. I don't know if it's to do with spawning. I don't know if the AI has been changed, if they're a lot smarter. I have absolutely no idea, but according to this week's changelog, they're meant to be very similar to Java, and I do not know if that's going to break iron farms or anything at all. So, yeah, we'll have to wait to find out about this one. Crimson roots now have a small chance of growing on warped nylium blocks when using bone meal. So it says this, right? It says crimson roots. Now, I've done a bunch of testing with this as well. I didn't get any roots, but I can tell you that I managed to get a crimson fungus. Let's see if we can get... There you go. So it does have a chance of spawning. Okay. That's the first time it's actually worked. It's good to know that it actually works. You can see the percentage chance of getting it is a lot, very, very low. Out of all this patch, we've only got one of these and one of these. But, oh, 2. There you go. So, yeah. Out of all the percentage, it might take a little bit of time to get the roots if you're using it on the warped nylium. Changes to commands. The / spawn point command can now be used while the player is sleeping and outputs success when setting to the player's existing spawn point. The camera shake command no longer shakes every player's screen when @S is used as the selector. And then we have changes to marketplace, fixed CR, characters incorrectly appearing at the end of lines for some display languages. User interface, UI changes, fixed a bug that could cause the sign-in button to appear behind the marketplace button. Fixed the Noto Sans smooth font on Windows and Xbox platforms with the Japanese local to address legibility and usage of correct characters. Technical changes. Let's read the changelog. So there's a few technical changes to do with actors, items, Molang, commands, data-driven items, data-driven sounds, gameplay, graphical, and a bunch more. If you're into the technical side of Minecraft, then check the changelog. It is down below. If you're still watching in today's video, let me know in the comment section below because you are the MVP. But honestly, another week, another beta. I hope I've done a good job on explaining what was changed, what was new, because the developers were very vague about the experimental changes. It's all to do with what Java has had recently to terrain. Now Minecraft Bedrock is starting to get it. I can tell you that this beta is very, very laggy, so be careful, back up your worlds, and don't play your favorite worlds in beta. Apart from that, have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.